Okay, welcome back. To another episode on the Healing Podcast, where we are walking with God, correcting ourselves, healing ourselves, you know, expressing ourselves, venting, talking about conversations, being able to be expressive and understand understand and validate ourselves. So, as y'all could tell, I said a healing podcast. Now, I know the podcast has been called Talks with Miss Tay, or Talks with Miss T, or Talks with Tay. But it really hit my spirit one night when I was asleep to change the name of to change the name of the podcast to a healing podcast, because I have been really trying to figure out, and I've been really struggling on what to talk about on this podcast, how the podcast should go, what should I do with this podcast. And it really sat with my spirit one night, and I just heard it in my head, a healing podcast, and it stuck with me. And then I'm gonna do a little bit different. Normally I come up here and then I'll talk about the things that I went through, update you guys. But something tells me that I need to try something new with this. So I'm just gonna be straight up with things that I feel about, how I think, just be vulnerable throughout the whole thing. That's mainly it. I even did a podcast video in a minute. I wasn't hoping to record either. That's my son. I'm trying to figure out why the little... Listen! The little box on the little thing. Focus on me. I'm the one talking. Toy Story is not real. The stuffed animal's not coming alive. Anyways, I really wasn't trying to make no podcast, but I was like, might as well. I don't know what I'm about to talk about because I didn't prepare myself. I do got my little journal, but I just came up here to, talk. See where it goes, I noticed that throughout my podcast, I've been doing it the way I want to do it, and it ain't been working. So I'm just gonna trust the process and do it the way God sees it, because I'm not gonna lie, God been doing his big one with me. God has been doing his biggest. Things been turning around for me. I'm not gonna lie. So I've been learning how to trust in his will and see what he sees in me, because there's some things that I don't see in myself that he sees in me. I'm like, wow, you saw that in me? So I'm just gonna go with the flow and just talk about things, This past weekend was lit, but I've learned a lot of things about myself. And I'm not gonna lie, I was having a conversation with my good friend Erica, and I was telling her about how I feel embarrassed about still being 25 years old and living with my mama. That's not a pretty good look for me. I don't care about, a restoration, recession, whatever the word is. Economy, money going up, money going crazy. It's hard to afford an apartment, get a car, all that other stuff. I'm 25 years old. There should be no reason why I'm still living with my mama at this big ass age. Excuse my language. That's embarrassing to me, especially when I know I'm single and I'm not committed into dating, but I am free. I'm single and I have free will. But if I know that I want to talk to you and I want to date with you and see where things go. I don't want you pulling up to my mama's house. Because what if I want to do? I can't do that in my mama's house. I can't do what I freely want to do being in this environment. So I got to go. You know? That's just embarrassing, and it's a shame to me because it makes me feel like I can't be the only one that feel like this though. But it also makes me feel like a failure. Like I don't have my own, and it's a goal for me. Like it is a personal goal to have my own apartment and to have my own car in my own. Like I want my own apartment. I want my own space. I want my own place, my own car. Because then I'm able to have people, my friends over, be able to do what I want to do in my house. I can't do what I want to do. And I'm a very free spirit. And it's a lot of things that's restricting me. And I call my bedroom a studio one apartment. I got to go. That's embarrassing. Especially when you got a man or you got a little girl and you trying to have them over and you in your mama's crib. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. No, babes. That shit it's embarrassing. It makes me feel so ashamed. I can't do that. And it's like, what's going on? I'm working. Now I know what's going on. I got a budget problem. I save money. Like, okay, I save money and then like I put money away. But then when it comes to like when I go to the store, I have a tendency of spending unnecessary money when I don't need to be spending it. And then it makes me feel guilty inside and bad inside because it's like, girl, you know you're going to struggle next week because you done did this. That's a bad habit of mine that I've been working on. I don't like that. If I know I'm not finna go outside if I don't have it. I don't like the spirit of broke. Being broke is not a good spirit for me. That's negativity, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes me feel so bad, and then when I'm around, like this past weekend, I felt so like embarrassed and I had money, but it was just the fact that I didn't have enough money. That just made me feel like ill, and that my friend had to pay for me. And then like I got into this like weird feeling like I don't want you to have to. I come out and you got to pay for me. I don't want to do that because then I'm gonna feel like I'm using you, and I don't want you to feel like I'm a friend that use you because I can hold my own. I can put myself in there. I don't like this financial trap mind, broke mindset. This energy is negative. It's rebuked from my sins and from my spirits, and so I got to be free from this because I can't do it. I have to be financially free. I have to have financial stability. I got to be able to know that I can afford anything and I have 2 times up my game. I'm not going to come outside if I don't have it, and I felt so embarrassed. I felt so embarrassed because I did not know what to do. And then on top of that, when we was together, that lady messed up my order. I'm like, where is all this extra? And then my friend said, I don't know why she did that. I didn't ask her to split that. Because I'm trying to figure it out. Because I'm not paying that as well. But my friend ended up paying it. And I ended up sending her something. Like, it wasn't the fact that I was broke. It was the fact that I had enough for me to get through what I needed to get through. And I knew what kind of budget I was on. And because it wasn't in my budget, I was like, this is a red flag. This can't do. It won't do. And I felt so like, I don't even know what other word to use but embarrassed. And then it was in the club, so people was around. It was like I'm not giving broke. But I felt like people were looking at me like, oh, she outside and she can't afford it and she's broke. No, I'm not broke. That was just so embarrassing. And my friend had to tell me, like, I already know your situation. Think of it as, she had to literally, like, when I tell you, she literally gave me a different viewpoint that I never thought about. She was like, think of it as me being able to bless you and being fortunate that you have somebody that can bless you. And I never thought of that. I said, girl, I don't think like that. Which lets me know that I need to start thinking like that, because I don't think like that. I'm so used to having to get it on my own that people paying for me, doing all this other stuff, that's not the type of environment that I lived in. I lived in an environment where you couldn't complain. You had to figure it out on your own. I barely called my mom for money. I just feel, I feel so embarrassed asking for money. Like, I'm so used to suffering and having to sacrifice. If I gotta struggle, I gotta struggle. I'm gonna go through it. And that could be a pride thing, an ego thing. I don't really care. It could be stubborn. I'm not about to ask you for money, especially when I know, like, your help is not really helpful and you want something in return. I'm not about to do that. If I know your character, I'm saying this from a character, like, from your character. I know what kind of person you are. I'm not about to sit up there and ask. I barely ask for money. This past week, I've asked for money. For money. Ooh, I hate when you yawn and sometimes spit come out. It's like, where did you come from? It's like a spray, like a. But that's that. I just don't like that. I don't like my circumstances right now. I've been very uncomfortable. And I came to a realization yesterday when I was on the phone with this dude that I like. I don't even know if I really like him. I think I like the fact that I got attention right now. I know that I'm very attracted to him. But anyways, while we was on the phone, I was asking myself a lot of questions. I was like, do you really like him? Or do you like the fact that somebody likes you and you like them? Because, we do that. But I was like, he is attractive. I like him. Yeah. But when we was on the phone, I was talking to I realized that I don't know how to date. I do not know how to talk to a man. I don't know the difference between... Well, I do know the difference between a good man and a bad... No, I don't. I know what it looks like. I have acknowledged what a gentleman is and what a man is. But I've never been in a relationship where I was treated respectfully how I wanted, and where it was effortless, where they understood me and they paid attention to the little details, the things that I talked about, all that other stuff. I don't know how to date. I suck at communicating. I'm a poor listener. And these are the things I'm working on myself. That's why I'm saying this, because, baby, this is a work in progress for me. Do you not see how I look right now? I'm over it. Okay? I'm so over it. I just want to take a break and relax. But when you have responsibilities, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Anyways, we sit on the phone, talking, listening to him, and I realized I get ahead of myself sometimes. And I tell myself, slow down. I had to have a one-on-one conversation. You ever had to have a one-on-one conversation with yourself to tell, whoa, baby, you going a little bit too fast. You need to hit the brakes. Relax. Don't rush into it. I'm so used to being manipulated that when people talk to me, I just fall right into the trap. Not saying that he's manipulating me, but being in so many interactions and talking to different types of men who's manipulated me, I just fall right into it, because it's just something that's just normal. That shouldn't be normal. I had to put myself on a pause. I said, whoa, wait a minute. We do not roll like this. Hold on. Stop in the name of Jesus. I don't know what's good for me. I don't know what's bad for me. And I realized, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I realized, I don't know, I was watching a sermon from Sarah Jakes Roberts, right? It was called Hazard Condition. And in part of her sermon, she talked about how the things that we think is remarkable is regular to God and Jesus. And I said, she did something right there. Y'all gotta go watch it. But she did something right there, because I don't want to talk on it right now, because I'm not ready to speak on my victories right now. I'm still enjoying my celebration wins that I've had in private and victory with my God, my good Father, and I. But I'm gonna open up on story. So in 2019, I got into, not 2019, girl, in 2022, I got into a car accident. My car got totaled. It wasn't a major car accident, but it was a hard impact. And because it was a hard impact, my car got totaled. So in the midst of that, I had to go to physical therapy. I had to go through the whole woo. So I have been dealing with this car accident and, you know, all the lawyers stuff, attorneys, dealing with all that for 2 years. So I had to change law firms, because the one that I was with first, Marcus Roberts. See, I can't even say your name, bruh. They were piss poor. Don't recommend. Always eating in their lunch cubicles, not doing a job. I literally had to get my mom involved for them to do their job. And then they started off, no. So then I went to a church. One of my church members told me about the law firm she went when she got to her car accident. So I ended up with them. Okay, now we're here. So I had been with this law firm, and they have been on it. And it's been 2 years. It's 2024 now. It's been 2 years since my car accident. So this past week, or 2 weeks, because I got a call. They gave me their top offer. I wasn't settling for it. I was like, that's too low. 28K too low. But I'm like, I've been like struggling with transportation, getting to work, walking, sitting, laying down. Like, I have been in an inconvenience, and it's been stressing me out. Like, the only thing I really care about is a car. Like, I want a car. I want to go vroom vroom in my car. I want my freedom back, but I feel so restricted because I can't go nowhere, because I'm depending on everybody. I'm on everybody else's time, and it's been upsetting me because there are a lot of things that I want to do. So I have been like literally like in a different mindset, like focusing how I'm gonna get this. Okay, cool. So they send me a top offer. That's happening, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to get back with you, because that amount ain't. I'm not rocking with it. I'm like, you can't at least bump it up to like 35K, 45K, at least 50K. Like this all they offering. So I really sat with it. Like, I really did sit with it. I ended up talking to one of my church members about it, because she got very good knowledge about being a lawyer. I think she was a lawyer, or she is a lawyer, or something like that. And she gave me questions to ask them, which gave me, you know, directions to how to perceive this, because they told me that I was going to walk away with 8K. Now, to a lot of people, 8K is a lot of money, but it's a low money. It's low, but it's a lot to somebody that never had 8K in their bank account, you know? So I'm like, that's really low. So I ended up talking to my case manager. So last week, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna trust God because I got tired. I desperately want a car. So I got tired. So I told the lady, I was like, I accept the offer. Y'all, let me tell you how good God is. Because I'm going somewhere with this. Because I said, you know what? I'm just going to trust God. I'm going to trust what the attorney is saying. I'm going to accept the 8K. We do all the things that she needs to do. She tell me what the next procedure is going to be about. We hang up the phone. I promise y'all, less than 2 seconds, that lady called me back. And said, I'm sorry. I looked at my paper wrong. And you're not getting 8K back. You're getting 10K back. I said, how you forget 2,000? What? I would have never missed the 2,000. And I was just like, okay, I've never experienced nothing like this before. So that just goes off to, you know, that, right? This same week, I'm like, okay, I need to find me a job during the summer before August comes back because I have my, I don't want to talk. I substitute, right? And I don't like talking about my job because that's just that's none of your business. But I've been looking for a stable income, right? Do I want to post that? God, I don't know. The way I'm feeling right now is giving no. Cause these folks be watching, and we got too many feds that be watching. And I'm not even talking about the actual feds. I'm talking about you people that be the feds, that be 12 before 12 can be 12. And you know how I made sense. That's why I be so iffy. I be iffy on talk about the things that I be wanting to talk about because y'all go and run your mouth and be a snitch and tattletale like you 12 or 5. You don't know how to mind your business. That be my problem with social media and posting content and wanting to say what I actually want to say because I gotta watch what I put out there in the world. Because we got snakes and green people, fake people all over the world. That be just sending certain clips and being like, oh, she talked about this, and don't be sending a whole clip scene. Or sending what I actually said. You gotta send a snippet and not the whole thing. I don't got time for that. I got stuff to do, places to be, and things to do. Anyways, I had to get that out of my system because I'd be so scared to talk about my workplace and be like, okay, now I gotta watch over my back. I shouldn't have to feel like that. That's really something. I should not have to feel like that. Y'all people are weird. Y'all are weird. Anyways, I had got these 2 offers at these 2 different schools, and for the longest, since I started substituting, I just kept getting, you should be a teacher, you should be a teacher, you should be a teacher. And I kept saying, no, I'm not. I'm not going to be a teacher because I don't have a passion to be a teacher. I will fail these kids respectfully. I've said it to principals. I've said it to administrations. I've said it to anybody that has offered me a job. This time, I responded different because I kept saying no. And I'm going somewhere with this. I kept saying no. And so these last 2 offers that I got, I said, okay, hold on, I'm going to come back to you. I got to talk to God about it. Because I'm like, okay, God, you must see something in me that I don't see. Because I don't see teacher. It's not giving teacher for me. Because I know what I want to do with my life. I want to be an actress. I want to be a director. I want to be a screenwriter. I want to be a dancer. I want to be in the entertainment world. I want to be a model. I don't got time for Henry County board system. I don't got time for other teachers. I don't got time for all these. I don't got time for that. Teaching is not in my ability. My mom's a teacher. I'm not going to follow that footsteps. Oh, you follow your mom's footsteps. No, I didn't. I actually didn't. I actually was called to this. I was called to be a teacher, and I don't want to be a teacher. You know? So I took it upon myself to say, you know what, I'm going to respond different, and I'm going to take the opportunity, right? So I called school. He wasn't available, so I took it upon myself, and I pulled up at the school. Pulled up at the school, had a conversation with him, with the principal over, one of the assistant principal. We talked about it. He told me what type of position that he needed, but he said for the end of this semester and the school year that's coming, 2024 through 2025. And I sent that application in, and I got an interview this week. And that happened all last week, and he was moving fast. The things that we are scared of are the things that God wants us to embrace in. We're so used to fear that we don't know how to trust what God sees us. We always say, what, no. We don't give things a chance. Because I promise you, I said no. Mark my words, I said no. And I find it how the things that God see regular, like a positive, a healthy relationship, you know, wealth, healthy skin, physical health, mental health, you know. The things that we are scared to do is live presently and trust and have faith in the things that God sees in us. Because I promise you, I didn't see teacher in me. And the fact that all of this is happening to me so fast, it lets me know, like, he's already seen this in me and I never did. But when we take the time to say, you know what, God, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to trust you in this. See what you see in me so I can see it in myself. Help me to learn this about myself, because clearly you know something more than me than I do of myself. So let me get out of your way and trust you in all of my heart and not my understanding. Because in my understanding, I'm not built to be no teacher. But God sees that I am built to be a teacher. And I realized taking opportunities and responding in a more faithful, positive direction, I've seen a lot of things that I've never seen, which lets me know that I have been scared to live and to trust the lifestyle that I have been desired, because I'm so used to an environment and things that I've grown up and see that that's just normal when it shouldn't be normal. And the things that we pray for on a daily basis are things that God sees in us regularly, but it's remarkable for us that it's actually happening. So if you see your girl riding in a new car, know that it's regular for God to be blessing me like that. Because now that I've noticed and came to conclusion and locked in with my God, my good Father, I'm going up. And I manifested this for me because I told myself things are turning around for me. I am not going to live in poverty. I have a poverty mindset, which I'm working on. But I told myself we're going to have faith and we're going to have confidence. I hope that makes sense, because I did go on a tangent. And sometimes that be making me like, ooh, yikes. I just lost the people's view. I just lost engagement. Yeah, I've really been trying to figure out like this whole thing with contact and myself. Like I've really been having like a lot of moments with myself where like I'm still getting used to like being myself and being like who I am. I get real I get real skeptical and hesitation. I hesitate, not hesitate. What, bitch? Sometimes you just need to shut up and not talk. You just need to think before speaking. Because that didn't make no sense. Dyslexia is a hate and love thing for me. Because what did you just say? Ugh, I just gave myself, I irked my own nerves. Oh my God. Proceeding, I'm sorry. What I was trying to say was I have been having like some acknowledgement about myself and starting to pay attention to my whereabouts. Like my self-awareness is increasing, and I have realized that I still am in a practice and still uncomfortable with being me. Sometimes I hesitate or get nervous or get shy that I don't know how to proceed or communicate or express something because I'm still uncomfortable. Being myself still makes me feel uncomfortable, and I'm still getting comfortable with being uncomfortable because it's a push, but it's also it's a push to get me out there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like it because I struggle with who am I? What do I see when I look at myself? To embrace my opinions or to speak up for myself or to, all this, plays a factor. I'm still in works with it. I came to a conclusion that I suck. I'm piss poor at communicating. I gotta find my words. I just came to a conclusion that sometimes my bluntness can be rude, and I can add some seasoning to it because I just go and not realize that my tone, my approach can be very sharpened and can hurt somebody's feelings when that's not my intent. So I gotta learn how to work on that. Then my cussing, like I go to church, I'm involved in my church. That's not how God want me to represent Him. So I'm trying to work on the things. I'm still trying to get into the mindset, like I am aware that I know that I'm single and I know that I have free will, but I don't move like I'm single or like I'm free or like I have free will. And when I say I don't move like I'm single, I mean like I'm still in a mindset of like focusing on other people, not really like I haven't really locked in on me and focused on me. Like I have moments where I'm thinking of other people and then I get stuck thinking about that, and I have to remind myself to let go and to forgive and to move on. And it's very hard because it's just like I wouldn't be thinking about this person or these other people if I never went through this. And I'm not about to sit here and act like it don't bother me when it bothers me. We need to have a discussion so we can have a conversation. But anytime I try to have conversation with with people, I always miss my opportunity on speaking up and communicating on what I said. That's why I said that I'm working on being an effective communicator, because I used to be silent. I used to just let people walk all over me, talk to me any kind of way. Just not, and I would get frustrated with myself because I know that I don't tolerate disrespect, but I've been tolerating disrespect, and I've been denying myself, ignoring myself, and that's just so upsetting to me that I allow all this to happen because I didn't have the courage to say no, or the courage to not care about how you feel. And now that I'm like in this like different mindset, it's kind of tricky because it's like I don't know when to say it, how to say it, when to approach it. I always miss my opportunity on speaking on something. And I've noticed that this last uh, situation I had with this person, I allowed my ego and my pride to get the best of me instead of being mindful of like and being mature. Like I was very immature about the conversation. I laughed. Instead, I knew how I truly felt about the situation, and I knew how I truly felt about them. But instead of, coming in a more respectful, mature way, I let my pride and my ego get the best of me. And now that person don't ever want to talk to me again. Like, I think I ruined a good, I think I ruined a good relationship with somebody or a good person because of my ego, or, and I didn't realize I missed my opportunity until like I had aha moments. And I have too many aha moments, and I need to stop that, which lets me know that I really need to take a step back, think, and stop responding, stop replying off of your emotions, and stop replying what you hear, and actually listen to when people are communicating with you. But also also to tie it up, I also need to learn how to speak up and let these know what I'm talking about, because I'm not delusional or no on no weird behavior. Also, I need to let these folks know, like, this is how you're thinking, but you're not seeing where I'm coming from, because I'm not standing up on my 10. I've been frustrated with that, trying to figure out which direction to go in. What time is it? I got rehearsal soon. I can't know what time it is because my phone's right here. But that's about it. That's all what I'm going through. A little something, not that big. I really gotta get out of this environment. I'm like so serious. I can't stay in here. I'm really waiting on this money to hit my account, pay my debt off, get my car, move out. My good sis says she'll help me figure out how to put all this stuff away, go good. I can't wait to be debt free. Y'all don't know how excited I can't wait to be debt free. I don't like owing nothing. This summer is gonna be so lit, and I know it. I'm going crazy. I'm like so close to being debt free. It's like the finish line is right there, and I'm excited. I had to look at the chart. I'm excited. Oh, I can't wait to get my freedom back. I can't wait to live on my own. I can't wait to have my own space. Because that's the best option for me at this point. Because this living environment right now is not doing me any justice. I feel sad all the time. I'm unhappy. I'm miserable. I don't feel heard. I don't feel understood. I'm tired of getting people to I'm tired of having conversations with people, and they're sitting here labeling me, telling me all this other stuff, and not understanding where I'm coming from. Like, I'm tired of getting hurt trying to get people to understand me, that I no longer care that you don't understand me anymore. Like, I've literally gotten to that point where, like, I'm not gonna waste my breath. Like, I care more important. What I care about more important is the fact that my peace is stable. Like, I don't care about nothing else. I don't care how you view me anymore. I've been so worried about how I affect other people. What could I do better? Try my best to express. It's just I just don't have the energy no more. Like, people are really out here wicked and evil. Like, and what be getting me, that be hurting me, is the fact that, like, you're saying all this about me and you don't even know me. Like, I hate when people just start talking down on you and you ain't spent one night with me. You ain't even took the time to even get to know me or understand where I'm coming from. You just went off based off what you saw and not really got the whole. See, I can't do that. You don't even know the kind of stuff I do in silence. I move so in silence. Like, people don't know what I go through on a daily basis. I don't even talk to people on a daily basis. And the fact that you judge me off of what you see instead of what you know is so crazy, because you don't know anything and you speaking on me. And I hate that, because you trying my character. And one thing I value the most is my name. Is what I stand for. It's my dignity. It's my integrity. Don't go around talking about I'm this, I'm that, I'm a bitch. Excuse my language, God. I be out here doing this. I be with him. She's a gold digger. I'm not none of that. I can't stand that. It really frustrates me. Like, you really sat here in my face and tried my character. That's piss poor. I can't, like, wow, thank you for really telling me how you really truly feel about me, because now I know how to move. That's how I see things. Like, the way people talk to me and how they perceive me, it's like you don't really know me. And I'm so tired of good people get so treated bad and get labeled the worst way, but then y'all see these people that don't even care about you treat you the worst. They don't care about nothing that you do, but the people that care, we get, oh, you're weird. Why are you doing this? Because I care. Because I love you. Because you matter. You are enough. But you're not so used to people doing that. But now that someone's doing it, they're now considered weirdly behaved or delusional or psychotic or crazy, or you're doing too much. If me caring about you is doing too much, you have said enough for me. Because clearly you don't know what real love is, and clearly you don't know what it's like to be with good people or be surrounded by good people or with people with good intent. I'm so tired of people doing me wrong and telling me that I'm this kind of person when you haven't even sat down with me for lunch. You haven't even been around for me a 24/7 hours or a whole 12 months to even get to know my ins and outs of a person I am. That's real delusional of you. Sitting here talking about somebody that you don't know. You giving your viewpoints on Yelp and you don't even know nothing. Shut up. That really irks me. You really look stupid and ugly and disgusting. I don't care. Y'all really be pissing me off when y'all do that stupid shit. Y'all don't even want to hear other people out, but y'all really quick to express yourself and want people to hear you out. Why should I hear you out? It's a privilege to talk to me. You sitting here telling me what you want. I don't care what you want. What I want is to be respected and to be understood. But I never get that. I don't care about you being understood. Leave me the hell alone. Alright, this video has come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast. We just gonna sit here and talk about everything that we feel and the emotions that we don't ever really get to talk about. And hopefully this heals you to be more vocal and more understanding with yourself, because the most important thing is that you validate yourself and that you understand you and that you know who your character is and that you never let nobody get you out of your character, that you remain who you are because that's who you are. They move like that, let them be slimy. You not a slimy type of person. And I know that shit sucks sometimes. Excuse my language. I'm really working on it. I know it sucks sometimes. It sucks majority of the time because we good people, we get it the worst. We get it the worst, and I'm tired of us getting it the worst. So we need to start a petition. We need to start a petition because I'm over it. And I know you over it. I'm tired of being manipulated. I'm tired of giving my good heart out. I'm tired of being kind. I'm tired of having a big heart. I'm tired of being loyal to people that ain't loyal to me. I'm tired of being a solid person. I'm tired of being real. It's time for us to go live our life. Be free and not care about none of that. Start moving how they move on us. Pull a you on you. I pulled a you on you because you did it to me. I just did it better than you. So I hope this was a good little kiki. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go like my previous videos. We are at 102 subscribers. Let's get to 500. So we need 398 more subscribers. Like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. Turn your notification bell on so you know that when I post or I upload, you stay active, girl, so you don't miss nothing, honey. And then you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat. You can follow me on Instagram at Taylor Michelle 1111. You can follow me on TikTok and Snapchat at Taylor Michelle 1111. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast. See you guys on episode 11.